Alright everyone, tonight I'm going to be grinding, well, not so much grinding as sanding off some wood on a knife I'm making. I got, a while back, a couple months ago, I got some old broken bandsaw blades from work. Big old, like 10 or 12 foot long bandsaw blades that just weren't any good for the saw anymore, dull or something, I don't know. But I've heard that Bandsaw-Blade is very good for Bandsaw-Blade steel is very good for sword and knife making and such things. And I know that one usually probably forge welds it all together to make a proper blade, but I don't have that kind of equipment available to me at the moment, so I cut off a piece of one about 7 inches long and made a little knife shape out of it. And this is actually the sharpest edge I've made so far. It's very sharp. But then I took some of my 1/4 inch oak plywood that I shot my Titan rifle through and just made some very rough rectangular-ish shapes and glued them on. And now I'm going to sand around the contours of the steel itself to shape the wood to what it needs to be. And safety glasses are very important. And as you can see, I took this to school on like Wednesday or something like that, and I made a work rest for it that bolts onto the side where the old work rest used to bolt in, but the old work rest was really small and flimsy and stuff, so I just made a better one out of a piece of 3.5 inch, 1/4 inch thick angle iron. So here we go. If you see any sparks coming down off of it, that's where I'm hitting the steel. That'll happen periodically as I grind down closer to it. One thing that's unique about this project that I haven't had to do before is make sure that I don't, well, I mean, I always try not to overheat the steel too much, but especially with this stuff, because this steel is already hardened and tempered. The blades are already, I mean, they're good to go, so I don't want to have to reheat treat this if I can avoid it, so I'm just trying to avoid breaking the temper and just maintain what it's already at, because it's already really good. Although I just realized that I don't have to be too exceptionally careful, because most of the grinding that I'm doing is on the tang itself, for which the heat treatment is not as necessary as it is for the actual blade and the edge of it. I've avoided breaking the temper on the edge so far, and that's what's really important. If I break the temper a little bit, like back here, or even up to here perhaps, it's not going to be such a big deal. But I'm going to avoid it if I can anyway, just to be safe. And yes, this is all in real time. I'm not going to speed anything up or anything like that, so we'll see how long this video takes. Ah, man. There is a lot of sawdust flying around in the air. With metal dust, it's not that big a problem because it's a lot heavier and it falls faster. Ah. 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 Yeah. Oh, I'm not even wearing a turtleneck. That sucks. I've just got to push on because I don't have any masks. Well, actually, I do have a mask, but it's terrible and it doesn't really work very well. I'm sorry about all the work I'm doing right here, but that's really the best angle I can get to for some of the stuff that I'm doing along the inside edge of the blade, the tang, which I'm almost done doing the general contour grinding, and then I'll be able to get down to sanding down the edges and making it comfortable. now it's starting to come together. I've gotten the contour done all around, and now I'm tightening up the, well, I'm not really tightening up anything. I'm sanding down these corners here to make them comfortable. And with these little kind of finger groovy type deals, I'm just rolling it back and forth like that on the top wheel here, because that gives it a really nice texture, I guess, or contour. I don't know. I don't know words! Alright, so I think that's about it for rough sanding and stuff like that. I still have to do some polishing, sanding sort of stuff, but it's actually very comfortable. It's not really a pretty knife, but it works. It'll do what I need it to. And I'm going to have to wrap this with some kind of something, probably wire or some kind of leather cord, because it's only gooped on there. It's just the glue. There's no actual mechanical fastening of any sort, because I tried drilling through this steel, silly me, and fucked up one of my drill bits because, duh, it's tool steel that I'm trying to drill through. It's tough stuff. So, it's not going to be able to be mechanically fastened like I would have liked, but it'll still work. Goop's pretty tough stuff, and I'll just wrap it with wire or something else to make sure it keeps on extra tight. And I'm not really going to be using this for any kind of heavy-duty anything. I don't know what I'll be using it for at all, but it was just an experimental knife to see what I could do with the Bandsaw-Blade. Yes, it fits very comfortably in my hand. And that's about all I needed to do. So, until next time, well, it was good to be making a making stuff video again. I haven't done it in a while, so have a great day.